Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gabe Aaron!
Good evening, everybody. Can I tell you my comedy fantasy?
Yeah!
Which is also my nickname for Kyle, by the way. So here's my comedy fantasy. You know those comedians that do a lot of crowd work? They ask you what your job is, where you're from, then they think really cleverly and then mercilessly take the piss out of you for 5 minutes. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready? No, my fantasy is actually the opposite. I want to go to one of those comedy gigs, sit in the front row, and hope, like Frankie Boyle or Jimmy Carr or another big comedian like Kyle Wallace, ask me something, where you're from, whatever, and I'm going to give them my truth. Are you ready for my truth?
Yeah!
I'm a 58-year-old, morbidly obese, Jewish, not very good IT consultant with a much younger Thai wife. Then I'm going to step back and watch their head explode with all the different ways they can take the piss out of you. Right? But that is my truth, right? I'm a 58-year-old, morbidly obese, Jewish, not very good IT consultant with a much younger Thai wife. One of those things is a real problem for me in my life. Anyone guess which one?
IT.
Thai wife, you obviously know my wife, IT, yeah? Is actually the Jewish thing. And the rest of this bit's going to be about being Jewish. I know it's a sensitive subject, I hope it doesn't trigger you. If you heckle, or you don't like it, or you don't clap enough, I can assure you I'm only going to respond with appropriate force by firebombing the King's Cross area. Did I get away with that? Yeah, okay. So no, I find it hard being Jewish, and it's not anti-Semitism, although I hear that's inconvenient. It's actually what I call pro-Semitism. Can I explain it to you?
Yeah.
So, I was at a dinner party last week. This guy turns to me, he goes, "Dave, I heard you're Jewish. Jews are amazing. Albert Einstein was Jewish, Steven Spielberg's Jewish, Natalie Portman's Jewish, Larry David's Jewish." He didn't mention Epstein or Weinstein, fortunately. But then he turns to me and he goes, "What do you do?" And I have to stand there and go, "I'm a not very good IT consultant." And worse than that, right? I've got this voice in the back of my head going, "Your ancestors toiled for hundreds of years in Eastern Europe, practicing their religion in secret. Cossacks ransacked them. Your grandfather escaped on a ship just before the Nazis killed all the Jews in your village. He worked selling pots and pans around the valleys in South Wales, so you could be a not very good IT consultant." And even worse than that, you know these conspiracy theories, right? You know, international cartels of Jewish bankers are controlling which countries and which companies live and die. Everyone's heard that, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure that's not fun to hear if you're not Jewish, but spare a thought for me. I hear that my fellow Jews are deciding who lives and dies, which countries, which companies live and die. And I'm struggling to pay the rent on my flat in Camden. I mean, what happened? Did I miss the memo? I don't get it, you know? People say I'm not Jewy enough, I don't look Jewish enough, but I want in. But until then, I'm doing a little bit of comedy, and that was my set. Thank you.
Thank you.